You want to go outside today? You get so big. Hello. Hey everybody, welcome back. Sorry it's been a couple weeks. Work's been really busy, but now we're out in the garden getting everything ready. So, let's see. What did we do last? The potatoes aren't going quite like I expected, but that's okay. I have plenty of potatoes at home. I did get the peppers out last week. They're little, but it was really, really hot, so I had to get them going. The sugar snap peas are doing great. I have them on 4 different trellises, so I'm just going to harvest as much as I can. And this bed is the green beans. They're coming up nicely. I threw the seeds in when it was really, really hot, so they only took a couple of days to pop up. I put carrot seeds down. And what I normally do is put cardboard over top of the carrot seeds until they start popping up. And then I take the cardboard off. I did leave it on a little bit longer than I usually do, but it was really, really hot and I needed to keep them protected. So I just took the cardboard off yesterday maybe, and I'm just going to keep them very, very watered. I don't know if you can see them. They're very stringy and they're very white because they haven't had sunlight yet. But they are everywhere, and I will just keep them watered. There's the other sugar snap peas. I have some zucchini coming in. Zucchini and yellow squash. I might have to pop in a couple more seeds. I'm just going to success plant them and plant a couple plants, and then when I've harvested, I'll just pop them out and replant them. So let's see what else real quick. The cucumbers are in. And the weeds are coming up like nobody's business. So I really got to get these going. The garlic looks great. And right now I'm throwing in the lettuce. Yes, I'm very late with my lettuce. I've been busy. All my big plans of getting stuff in early just didn't quite happen. But that's okay. Lettuces are going in now. And as you saw in the beginning, we got our meat chickens. Oh, are they so cute? They are so adorable. They're like small, but they're chunky. So all 25 came. All 25 are doing well, and they're adorable. The chicken tractor is just about done. I'm actually going to use this for the next week or so and put our baby layers out there so we can start like getting them outside. We're gonna make a section this week inside the layer chicken run, so that way we can start getting them outside. Thankfully, I still have the little playhouse and we have an automatic door, so we're gonna put that inside the run and let them have a spot in the corner so they can get used to the big girls, and we'll see who's a rooster and who's a hen. Well, I should say a cockerel and a pullet. We'll see who's a boy and who's a girl, and who's gonna stay and who's gonna go. So I have the rest of these to put in. They've been outside at least every day, all day. So we got to get these babies in the ground. I did clear this section. And my herbs will go here. My chives are doing very well. They are a perennial, so they come back every year. They're already starting to flower. My chamomile just seems to reseed itself, so I kind of just let it go and see where it ends up. The garlic is doing very, very well. I'm going to start looking for the scapes. Those are the flowers for the garlic, because I want to make sure that the scapes get cut off, so that way it'll focus all its energy on the bulb and not the flower. My onions are doing well. It got really, really hot, so I just had to keep them watered. They're small still, but they normally take right off once we get going. Like these are all yellow. So, I mean, they're doing pretty well. I know they look small, but they take right off. The bees are doing well. Over here we had to split a couple of the hives. They're going crazy, which that's the time of year for the bees to get busy. They're out and about collecting pollen and nectar and just going nuts. So hopefully I can get the garden going so they can help my garden, because that was part of the reason why. I'm really getting into getting rid of these raspberries because they are just taking over and I don't like it. Oh, here, I'll show you. I don't know if you can see. Oh yeah, you can. I'll come over to the edge here. Those flowery bushes are spirea. So I've talked about this a couple times in some previous videos, but the previous owners had planted things that kind of just, they flower, they'll die off, something else will flower, that'll die off, something else will flower, and that'll die off. So they planned it very well. They were good little farmers here. Yeah, so we're just plugging along and getting everything planted out and making good use of my time here. So now I'm planting tomatoes, and I wanted to show you how I planted them before I get too awful far. And yes, I have an egg in my hand. So it's the old wives' tale of putting an egg in the bottom of the hole with some fertilizer. I don't know, I just continue to do it. So since my plants, these are from seed, they're still a little small, but that's okay. I am just going to plant them very, very deep. If they were big plants, I would plant them on the side and then bend them up like this, but they're still kind of small. The tomatoes, all these little hairs on here, they will grow roots, so that's why I'll plant them very, very deep. And since they're not super big, I'm just going to dig with my hand, crack the egg, throw it in the hole. I have some fertilizer that I made. I put that in the hole. And then I just plant this guy. I normally plant it just a little bit deeper, but that's okay. And that's that, so I'll get the rest of them done. Okay, it's getting really hot, but I'm just plugging away. All the tomatoes are planted, and I'm using this leaf mulch. I have in the back corner, you've seen videos of that. But I'm taking like the last year's stuff that's not composted down and putting it around all the plants, because that's going to help retain the moisture, keep the weeds down, and keep the soil at the correct-ish temperature, so the tomatoes don't get too hot or too cold. So I just take the leaves. See, some of them are still, this is still wet from the 1 week of rain that we got. But on the top it was dry, but underneath it was still wet. So I'm just going to take them, I'm going to cover everything. And I'm going to try to do a nice thick layer. So I get it real close to the plant so it helps protect it and protect the soil. And everything gets covered. Nice thick layer over everything. That looks good. And I did around the parsley, the broccoli, and the cabbages. I know they're really little right now, but see, all the leaf mulch is around it, and that's just like, this is going to be really hot, but it's going to keep the soil underneath really cool and keep it. It helps retain the moisture. It just helps keep it. I don't have to water it as much doing it this way. And ants crawling on my camera here. And this is the other side, so this bed is done. I know you can barely see the tomato plants, but give it a couple days and they will start growing like crazy. And I got the rest of the plants in. I put lemongrass over there in the corner because I really like that in the summer. I got holy basil, sweet basil, oregano, rosemary, sage, and oh look, random spinach that seeded itself because I threw some starts here and now they're just going crazy. And I wanted to show you while I was weeding the other day, I found, let's see if I can not really disturb them, but so you can see them. Let's see. I don't know if she moves them. Oh, she moves them. Oh, I see them. Look it. Ooh, hello. Look it. I have a nest of baby bunnies. I know. Hi, sweetie. I won't disturb you too much. Wow, they're getting big. Hello, cuties. So I kind of left the weeds and stuff here up so they would stay covered. I know, I'm sorry. I had to show everybody the babies. The rabbit has been around. And I'm just kind of, oh, there's Mommy. I'm leaving them alone, I promise. Oop, so, oh dear. There we go. So I've been kind of leaving the gate open. I'm gonna let her raise her babies and then get out. You can be extra fox food. Oops, sorry. So anyway, we're just gonna keep going. In the next video, I'm gonna show you the grow up chicken yard. So stay tuned for that because the little teenagers are now outside. So stay tuned for more videos. And as always, from my coop to yours, thank you for growing with me so I can grow with you.